My brother did a Ouija board once in our house. Yeah. It was like on vacation, and we were all sleeping in these bunk beds, and I wouldn't play. I was like, no, I'm not playing.
I wouldn't even be in the same room.
Oh my God.
It would scare the crap out of me.
No, right? But I had to sleep in the same room as them.
Oof.
And it was bunk beds, and so I was on this top one. My brother was below me, and his friend was on this one, and there was no one up here.
Oh, yeah.
So he was I said no one up here, and you were like, oh, no.
It's like ghosts. I don't know. I'm super on ghosts right now.
I could talk about ghosts forever. This is like a 5-hour long podcast.
Yeah, right.
He like is sitting here, and I was like kind of scared to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, he sits up.
Yeah.
His friend sits up and starts rocking back and forth, going, connect the dots, connect the dots.
No,
and I'm literally like...
Was your brother awake?
No.
And it was just you watching this kid
I was just watching him going...
Like a prison science teacher talking about the South. And I guess I'm doing pretty well.
I'm religious.
Good.
But I'm not Catholic, so that didn't really make sense. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Birdwatching Podcast. Thanks so much for being here. I have a very special guest today. Her name is Alyssa Rose. How are you, Alyssa?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Thank you. What's wrong with my gum? All right. So this is how we start off every single episode. We begin with a rooster review. So we take a beverage, try it out, give it a rating, give a decimal, because no decimals is rookie scores. So go ahead and pop your lemon. Or lime.
I was like, oh, okay. You
Just going along with it. You're okay with me looking stupid?
Wait, mine won't even go in.
That's what she said. All right, I'm not going to flip it.
I got mine in.
Good to go?
Yeah.
All right, dink it.
Cheers.
And sink it. Bussin'. All right, I love these. I've had these before, though. Have you had a Dos Equis?
No, I don't like beer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I actually hate beer.
Is this...
This one's actually good, though.
Okay, good looks.
Like, I'm going for a second sip. That's, like, rare.
You're crazy.
We're getting wild today.
Wow, I feel drunk. All right, so I've had these before. I like them a lot. Oh, by the way, we're drinking Dos Equis. I don't know if I said that. Did I?
You might have mentioned it, actually.
Maybe I did. I don't know. I can't remember now. I'm going to go ahead and give it a rating. I'm going to go... I'm going to go 7.8.
I'm going to go 6.7.
Which is pretty good.
Which is high for beer.
Because you don't like beer.
Yeah, I don't like beer. And I also don't like seltzers.
At all?
At all.
So you only drink hard liquor?
Yeah.
What's
tequila.
Tequila.
Yeah.
What's your go-to drink then?
Like mixed or?
Yeah. Yeah, like what do you like to drink with tequila? Or do you like margaritas?
Okay. I love margaritas. I love mojitos.
Okay, yeah.
Mojitos are really good.
Is that tequila?
I think it's rum.
Okay.
I do like rum too, but typically for tequila, it's more like brand. Like 1942, 818.
Kylie Jenner's?
No. 818 is Kendall Jenner's. 1942 is Don Julio.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. 1942 is super expensive.
Yeah.
You're bougie.
I just like my good tequila.
Right? I get it. I get it. No hate here.
21st birthday, we had to go hard and celebrate with the 1942.
Where'd you go for your 21st?
My birthday's on Christmas, so everything is closed.
Wow.
Yeah, so I spent it with family, which was fun.
That's cool, though.
Yeah.
Christmas
nice.
baby, huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. Actually, does that suck? Because then you don't get all the gifts, or do they double down?
My family has always done really well with like separating it. Like every morning they're like, do you want to do Alyssa or Christmas first?
Right.
Normally I say Christmas because I just like having that morning aspect. Like Christmas morning, but
Christmas morning is definitely like a thing, like memorable.
Yeah.
Nobody like really does Christmas night stuff, so you might as well celebrate your birthday in the evening.
Yeah.
Or something.
Later, a little bit after. But
Right.
Yeah,
on.
I was heartbroken when I found out Santa wasn't real.
Really?
Because I thought that we had this like special thing because my birthday was on Christmas for some
like
reason.
this connection?
Yeah, and then my friend was like, Santa's not real, and I would not believe it.
What a B word.
I know. I was so sad, and I remember going home crying to my parents, and they were like, yeah, he's not. And I was like, my whole life
There's
has been
no
a lie.
way.
Yeah.
There's no way. How old were you when you found out?
Oh, I actually think I was like pretty old.
Really?
Like I think...
Like you don't want to say it because you were that old? Was it like
no? Actually,
you were
I think
like
I
16.
was in, like,
you just got your license.
3rd grade.
Oh, okay.
So
that's
not
still,
too bad.
Like 9.
Yeah.
Your parents put up an act.
They held it
on.
Yeah, and my brother thought he was so cool because he knew something I didn't.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. So first game we're going to play, it's called Two Truths and a Lie. Have you ever played that before?
I have.
Okay. So I don't really have to explain it to you?
No.
All right. I'm going to anyways, though.
Are you running it or am I running it?
Two Truths and a Lie?
You're running it, right?
I'm running it.
Okay, fine.
I'll ask you, and then you have to tell me which one is
your lie.
A lie.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. And all these are kind of based on Oregon.
Okay.
That's where you're from, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So hopefully you'll be able to get them all right. But all right. So your first one is the world's tallest barber pole is located in Oregon. That's either true or false. All right. Here's your second one. Portland has the second most strip clubs per capita in the U.S., right behind Las Vegas. All right, processing. Got it. Locked and loaded. All right, here's your third one. The Oregon state flag has a beaver on the backside of the flag. It has
like the Oregon State University or
no, like the
Oregon State flag
has a beaver on the back.
Okay.
All right, so out of those three, you got world's tallest barber pole, you got second most strip clubs per capita, and you got the Oregon State flag has a beaver on the back.
I'm going to have to go with Oregon State has a beaver on the back of the flag as a lie.
That's actually true.
That's true?
Yeah, have you ever seen the flag?
Yeah. I swear on the back of the flag.
It's like this yellow beaver.
Interesting.
Isn't that crazy?
Never heard of it.
Do you want to see a picture of it?
Yeah,
I'll show you on my phone.
I knew that the strip clubs was true.
False. That one's false.
That one's false?
Uh-huh. You guys have the most per capita. You have more than Las Vegas.
No, yeah, that's true.
Right, but I said Portland has the second most.
Oh.
Yeah, a little trick question on you, sorry.
Wait, I totally misunderstood all of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Here, let me show you.
Growing up, there was so many around.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I was like looking it up, the number's nuts.
Yeah, there's so many around.
So that's the back side of the flag.
I didn't even know.
I'll put a picture right here.
I didn't even know there was a backside of the flag.
Really?
Yeah.
No, there
is
was
that normal?
Oh, like you're saying like something on the back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think it's normal.
Okay, because I was like, I've never heard of that.
Right. I didn't either. I was literally looking up Oregon like craziest facts, and that was one of them.
That is pretty crazy.
It's pretty crazy,
yeah,
right?
It's wild. Would have never known.
That's so funny. All right, let's talk about you a little bit. Let's get to know Alyssa. Tell me about growing up. What was growing up like for you in the old grand state of Oregon?
Yeah, Oregon was a really fun state to grow up in because it's super outdoorsy and I love being outside. And I have an older brother and my parents and then lots of dogs growing up.
Oh, really? How many?
I had 2 growing up and then 2 more now that are new. So 4. Yeah.
Wow, big dog family.
Yeah, very big dog family.
What's the go-to breed?
We had a golden retriever as our first dog and then we have an English cream now, which is basically just a white golden retriever. So I would say golden retrievers. But
nice.
We like the poodle mixes too.
Same. We grew up with I had a golden doodle.
Okay.
So he lived for like 10 years. I think I was in like 4th grade when we got him.
Yeah.
He was awesome.
Yeah, they're great. They don't shed and they're like pretty athletic too.
Pretty obedient too.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Yeah.
I had a blast with our dog.
Yeah, they're very fun.
I think my parents like were very adamant though. After we had gotten the dog and then it passed away, they were like, yep, that was our one and only dog. Like, we're never going to get another one. And I was like, how do you do that? Like,
how do you just have one?
That's what I'm saying. I was like, he was such a good dog that you'd think you'd jump back into it and be like, let's get another golden doodle.
Yeah. Well, my family is like totally sending photos of new dogs in our family group chat. Like literally
trying to get a 5th?
week. Well, last week I was like, I need a dog in school. And so I found a golden retriever puppy and I sent it in the group chat and my whole family was trying to talk me out of it.
Talk you out of it.
Out of it, yeah.
To not get it.
Yeah, because I'm in college. Like, it makes sense. But it's also like I'm so used to having dogs around that, I mean, it'd be nice to come home to your dog at the end of the night.
True. Definitely. I think the only thing that kind of sucks about it, I was talking to one of my friends, and she was saying that, like, she had just gotten a new pup. And she was like, I love it for, like, the emotional support factor. But, like, the fact that I, like, can't go anywhere, like, too late, I got to make sure that, like, I'm not away from the house for more than 8 hours. Like, it's kind of a responsibility. It's kind of like having a kid, but not quite that serious.
Yeah.
So I get it. I get where your family's coming from. They seem like a smart bunch.
They are.
Tell me a little bit about school. What was high school like?
High school was very tough for me, actually.
Really? Tell me about it. Spill the deets.
So I was always really bad at school.
Really?
Like grades in school, because I didn't know. And they kept testing me for stuff because they were like, why is she so bad at this?
Like testing you?
Like testing me, like making me take placement tests.
Oh,
all the time.
I thought you were saying like for some sort of mental disability. I was like, we think she's autistic.
No.
So just more like
placement, because I wasn't like that bad, but I was like a little bit below the line.
Average.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so they were like, "What is going on?" And then eventually they found out I had dyslexia.
Oh,
And
okay.
so it wasn't necessarily my problem. It was like the way that I was learning was the problem.
Right.
So it was really hard to like learn how I learn to like do things like that, because I did not have supportive teachers at all. So
I'm sure once you found out that you were dyslexic though, don't they have like some sort of curriculum or like learning process that helps?
You would think.
They don't.
Yeah, so actually by law, you're supposed to help someone that has like a learning disability or any disability at all.
Right.
And I would like get sent to the principal's office for asking a question in math.
What?
Yeah, it was really, really bad.
What a psycho teacher.
Teachers.
Teachers, they all were against you?
Yeah, I ended up switching high schools because it was so bad. And then I graduated from the second high school, principal's honor roll, Spanish and English student of the year, had a 4.0 GPA my first year of college.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it very much was not me. It was just the fact that the teachers weren't willing to
like help. Yeah, or like do anything.
Or just provide different testing, because I knew how to do it. I just didn't know how to take the test.
Okay, interesting. So what was the difference between like the first school and the second school? Because obviously something changed.
Yeah, so the second school, the teachers were definitely more like they actually wanted you to succeed. I feel like at the first school was a 6A, so like huge school.
Oh yeah, big school.
Yeah,
so
and
they
then the
acted
second
like they didn't have time for it, kind of thing.
Yeah, they honestly, it was almost like if you weren't already a straight A student, they didn't want to help you.
Okay.
It was kind of like that.
Feels very Ivy League.
Yeah, it was very Ivy League. And so, yeah. And it was like a big blow up. Like, it was like a bad breakup almost. Like, it did not end well. And then I switched, and everything has been going very good academically for me since then.
Right on. Good for you. So did you send your transcripts back to your first school and you're like, haha, like you idiots?
I almost sent my principal's honor roll to my old math teacher. I was like this close to being like, sucks for you. I actually am like smart.
Yeah,
if you would have given me the chance.
You just needed that like vengeance, that revenge on him.
Yeah, but he ended up getting like bullied by the grades younger than me and had to quit.
Really?
Yeah, so that was a little moment. I don't wish bad on anyone, but a little moment of like, all right, karma, you gave me like depression. So
how old was he? He was like 55?
He was like old.
And he got bullied by a bunch of like 16-year-olds?
Yeah, but he would bully 16-year-olds.
Right.
So like, honestly,
screw him.
You get what comes.
Yeah. Taste your own medicine, bucko.
Yeah.
Tell me about college. Are you in school right now?
Yeah, I am. I'm in my junior year, but I'm graduating early, so I have a year left.
Cool. Where are you going?
GCU.
Right on. Lopes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta love GCU. How do you like it so far? Is it treating you right?
I love it. I really, really enjoy it. I think I found my friends and like my major and stuff, and I'm very happy here, which is really nice.
Cool. What's your major?
Film production.
Whoa.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
So this is not like rare for me.
Yeah, this isn't out of the norm.
Yeah.
I was a screenwriting major, so I did a lot
cool.
of scripts and stuff.
Yeah.
But I started in video production. My first 2 years I was doing it, and then I was like, I kind of want to do more like writing. Like I love writing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought maybe journalism. And then when I was in school, they didn't have journalism yet. So then I just...
Do they have it now?
Yeah.
Oh.
And they have podcasting.
Yeah, I'm in I have podcasting next semester, and I'm super excited to take it.
That is so dope. I am so jealous of that.
I'll let you know what I learned.
Yeah, let me know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's so cool.
I'll give you the weekly syllabus.
Yeah, seriously. I bet you they have like assignments where you have to like make your own podcast.
Well, did you ever take audio production?
I don't think so. I don't think it was required for screenwriting.
Oh, probably true.
And I switched out of video production like probably earlier than audio production would have been a class.
Yeah, because I'm a junior and I'm taking it now.
Okay,
like this is pretty common for what we're
really?
learning. Yeah, so it probably would have been nice.
Do they say anything about like, oh, this is the mic that you should use, this is the setup, this is the whatever program? Mm-hmm. What do they say?
I had to go buy like a Zoom H5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had to go buy that, and then like they'll tell you all the mics and cables and all of that.
Yeah. It's really not that complex of a setup, to be honest. Like, you just need an audio interface, and then you need the whatever these are, the HDMR cables or whatever, and then they just connect straight to the mic.
Yeah.
And if you have Logic Pro or GarageBand, you're pretty much chilling.
Yeah, or Audition.
Yeah.
And Adobe. Yeah.
Yeah, Adobe's dope.
Yeah.
I love
They
Adobe.
try to make it seem so complex, but once you like know kind of all the little things, it's actually not that bad.
You just have to like dive in. Pretty much get into it, and then you get comfortable with it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like if you want to start, you literally just have to start.
You just have to do
and then
it.
Build from there.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
you always have to post your first video at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
What was your favorite subject in high school?
In high school?
Yeah. Well, actually, no, let's talk about college because this is more interesting. What's your favorite subject right now at school? Or like what's your favorite class that you've taken or are taking right now?
My favorite class is probably audio because I feel like it's most relevant to what I want to learn. Okay. But my film management class is probably like my favorite class to go to because I love the professor.
Who is it?
Kevin Phipps.
Yeah, I didn't have him, but I know who he is.
He is the best. I've had him twice, and he's actually my favorite professor.
I've heard good things. I had, shoot, I'm not even going to remember their names. Who's like the bald dude who's like openly Buddhist? Like Todd Schoenberger?
Yeah, something like that.
I actually really liked him because he like pushed me to like be better. Yeah. And he would like not give me a good grade. Like ever.
Yeah, he's like tough. That. He's like, but he does it out of like wanting you to be successful.
Right. Yeah. He wants to set you up because he knows that like you graduate college and they give you a free like easy A. Mm-hmm. It doesn't do anything for you.
No, it really doesn't teach you anything.
Yeah, exactly. So he was like harder on me. And he's like, you need to focus more on like this aspect. Like your lighting's off. It looks too warm. Whatever. Yeah. And like going out of college now, like I totally use that for the podcast.
Yeah, he's the best. He like really, and I like that he's so direct.
Yeah. He is.
It's like good. Yeah. Like, don't like waste my time. Just tell me how it is.
Exactly. When you were younger, what did you want to be growing up? What was it like what did you want to get into when you got older?
When I was younger, I wanted to be a marine biologist.
Cool.
And then as I got older and realized that was a lot of school and a lot of tests, I was like, okay, what can make me like really happy? And while I was like kind of in that phase where I was trying to figure out what was going on with my dyslexia and how to process that, I started doing makeup.
On camera?
No, just like with my aunt was really like super into makeup, and so I would always like every birthday I'd ask her to do major blue eyeshadow and everything. Yeah. And so then growing up, when I was finally old enough, she gifted me like my first makeup set, and like ever since then I have been super into makeup.
Right on. So then you went from marine biologist to makeup like cosmetics almost, or like
makeup artist.
Makeup
I would
artist.
Say that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What is cosmetics? Is that like hair?
Cosmetics is like skin, hair, makeup, nails.
So just like outer health.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Okay.
So you were more specific on like I want to do makeup, I want to like make other people look pretty, or I want to show like how I can do it on myself.
It started out as myself, and then I think as I grew and I started like doing my own makeup like on social media, and then brands started reaching out, I found my like niche kind of in doing makeup reviews.
Cool. So that's
I review
awesome.
Makeup for
you still do it now?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're making money?
A little bit.
Like here and there?
Every here and there, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That is so sick.
Yeah, it's super fun.
I wish I was making money off the internet.
Hey, here we go. Birdwatching.
Hey, come on now.
First sponsor today.
Yeah, right. Yeah, makeup tutorial. So would you say that like the first talent you noticed about yourself was kind of like your ability to do makeup?
Yeah, I would say to like learn techniques and pick up the techniques.
Okay, is there like way more to it than like obviously a guy like me would know? Because I look at it, I'm just like, it's got to be like, I think of it probably too simplistic.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, and there's like different forms of makeup, like everyday makeup, which is like, it can range person to person, but some people will put on just like mascara and like a little bit of concealer and leave it at that. And then some people's everyday makeup, like mine, it's like, because I've been doing makeup for so long and I love doing it, and it's like therapy kind of, like it's super
just
calming.
Like part of your morning routine probably.
Yeah, it's super calming. I like will put on more. So that's more intricate. But like if you do like super graphic or crazy makeup looks where you're drawing like butterflies on your face, it's definitely.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. I don't understand how people do that. Especially like you're like drawing on yourself. That is so impressive.
It's definitely different. And the weird thing is I can draw almost anything on my face, but I actually cannot draw or paint on a canvas or like piece of paper.
So you just need like a piece of paper like right here.
Yeah,
just, like,
I need it plastered right here and I can
butterfly.
Picasso.
I like it. All right, dope. What would you say the social group that you were in, like high school, college, what kind of people do you navigate towards?
Ooh, in high school, I was involved in a lot of sports. So I would say definitely.
Jock,
kind of, yeah. And then college now, I think I've changed groups a few times, just kind of trying to find my people. And I would definitely say I like people who are like outdoorsy and like want to be outside, but also are just like looking to have a good time. Like they just want to have fun. No drama, and just go do stuff.
Screw drama.
Yeah.
So so high school was more like jocks, and then I think naturally once you get to college, you realize like social groups are much more diverse.
Oh yeah.
Like the people that you hang out with, your group is probably not even all the same people anymore. Like the same group of socialites.
Yeah.
Is that a word? I don't know.
I don't know either.
We'll go with it.
Yeah, we'll run with it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
my group of socialites, we should look this up before we're like saying this and get canceled really fast.
It's like something offensive.
Yeah. It's changed. Honestly, I feel like every year it changed. Because I was in a relationship, like a long-term relationship, my first year.
In college.
Okay. And so I was with like that group a lot, and that kind of transferred like with my high school group. And then once that ended, it was almost like a whole new world. Like I had this like fresh slate of people I could meet and like, friends I could make.
So it was a group from high school that went to GCU, or were you hanging out with his buddies?
A mix.
Okay.
A lot of kids from my high school went to GCU, so it was like a mix of both.
Cool.
And then like you would add in friends that you made and over time. And I'm a super social person. Like I love meeting people. Like I will meet you and be like, oh my God, you're invited to dinner tonight. Like let's go hang out. And he was not like that. So it was like hard because he liked his high school group, but I liked meeting new people.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So just a little different. Just didn't work out.
Yeah. So I liked that I got to like change that up.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It takes like, I would say it probably takes like close to 20 hours per episode.
Really? Oh, well, yeah, you do an hour.
Yeah.
I got really fast with it.
Really? Mm-hmm. What do you do? Like what?
Makeup videos.
No, yeah, I know. How did you like speed up the process?
Oh, I learned all the shortcuts really fast.
Okay.
But I also edit in Final Cut.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I edit in Premiere, so.
Yeah. Different.
Yeah, a little bit. And the thing that's tough about the podcast too is like I have to go back from like if you're talking, it has to be your video, and then if I'm talking, it has to switch over. So I'm just like constantly going like back and forth.
Yeah, and like also don't these input two different audio lines?
Yep, input 1, input 2,
yeah.
And then you actually have a cloud lifter too, so your volume is gonna be louder than mine.
Oh, nice.
Because girls tend to talk a little quieter than me.
Yeah,
yeah, but it all works out in the end. All right, it is time for business propositions. So this is how it works. I'm going to give you 3 businesses that I've been thinking about creating lately.
Okay.
You're going to tell me which one makes the most sense to invest some money into. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, so here's your first one. I want to create a Roomba-type electric razor that shaves your body hair while you sleep. It's called Don't Hit the Sack.
Okay.
Okay, cool. A little dangerous, but I like that one. The second one, I want to make fuzzy slippers that look like different types of bread. So like wheat, white, rye. They're called loafers. It's good, right?
Yeah.
And your third one. Oh, sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
You're good.
Okay.
Good second choice.
Right, exactly. Your third one is a coffee shop that puts President Biden's best quotes on every order. It's called Cup of Joe.
I would have to invest in Don't Hit the Sack. Because I think I would totally get like my family that as like a joke on Christmas.
Right.
Like a little stocking stuffer.
Right.
My brother would open it and be like,
what the hell?
Alyssa.
I feel like we'd have to get it passed by some like safety hazard protocol.
Yeah.
Because like what if it like does hit the sack, you know?
Yeah.
That could be like a
or you
huge
could just
issue.
like Russian roulette, like
just like
every night,
just like,
whatever happens.
Hopefully I'm fine. My skin looks great. So don't hit the sack. That's what we're going with.
Yeah.
Cool beans. All right. Well, natural progression into relationship talk. Let's talk about boys a little bit. First question. Actually, this is more about you.
Okay.
Do you think that you ever went through a toxic phase?
Like going for toxic guys, or I myself was toxic?
Like you're toxic. Like you're acting up.
I don't think so.
Really?
No.
Like never in high school you were kind of like, I don't know, playing people on purpose or anything like that?
No.
Really?
No.
I definitely went through a phase like that. I thought
really?
I thought everybody kind of did.
I feel like guys go through that more than girls do.
Probably.
Yeah. I never did because I was always really focused on like starting makeup or stuff. I was never really like I would have crushes and stuff and think people were cute, but I was never like super caught up.
Oh, really? Like you weren't very relationally oriented?
No. I'm also like a really direct person. So
like
even if and like I feel like you can read my face like a book. And so like even if I wanted to play you, which is so rare ever. Like,
Yeah.
never even wanted to play anyone. But if I did, I feel like you would be able to tell.
Yeah, you'd be like smirking
You're
or
like
something.
looking at me, and I'm like, I really like you.
Ugh, ick. That's funny. Are you still friends with any of your exes?
I definitely believe in the whole idea of like you don't need to have this huge blow up with someone.
Yeah.
Like if I had love for you once, I can have love for you forever, you know what I mean? So it's like I don't talk to them, but if I saw them, I would be able to like say hi and like I'm on good terms with everyone.
So everybody's good terms, but you don't like you're not like staying in touch with them. Like you're not like, yo, let's get pizza on Thursday.
No.
Okay.
No.
So just like
I'm gonna go my way, you go yours. I wish you the best of luck.
Right.
But
Right. Exactly.
still on good terms.
I think that's a good way to approach pretty much any relationship. If like things do go south, I think you kind of just gotta let it like slide off your back.
Yeah.
A little bit, you know.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the times people want this like huge thing to happen because all these feelings are involved.
Right.
But it's almost better, I feel like, and you just get more peace from it to just be like, it just wasn't like you're not the person for me, and
Right.
I wish you the best.
Yeah, exactly. We'll both find somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
What was your first heartbreak like? Have you been through heartbreak?
I wouldn't say I've been like in love with someone and gotten heartbroken.
Did you think that you were in love with somebody at some point and then it ended and you were like, maybe that wasn't love?
No, I think I've really liked someone and it ended, but I've never been in love with someone and then been heartbroken.
Really?
Yeah.
You're very stable.
Thank
like,
you.
Yeah.
That is like the nicest compliment.
Good. Glad to hear. All right, so out of these three things, which would you prefer? Would you rather be loved, respected, or admired by your peers?
Definitely respected.
Okay. In what sense? What do you mean by that?
I think to be respected, because that can happen in like any relationship ever, and I feel like every relationship where I've been respected in, I feel it a lot more than if I'm like loved or admired. Like I think
Right.
admired is something that's like cute, like, oh, you admire me, but you don't actually respect me.
Or,
I
like,
think
know
respect
you.
is yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where respect comes in is like you
Yeah.
start to get to know somebody and you're like, I know them for who they are,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why I like appreciate you or
Yeah.
appreciate you around kind of thing.
No, that was like right on the dot. That was exactly
Awesome.
Yeah.
Same wavelength.
Yeah.
Cool beans. So do you have a method? So like, let's say you're super angry, super butthurt about something.
Okay.
Do you have a method of like hiding your anger or your emotions when you don't want to show them to other people? Because you were just saying you're kind of like, you wear your heart on your sleeve a little bit. Like people know how you're feeling usually.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like a technique or like a method to like maintain emotions?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Okay, so actually this stems from my dyslexia too, low key, but
Okay.
because like if I'm super like flustered, I like actually can't process things like my words properly, so if it comes out wrong, people like misunderstand me and it like is frustrating. So I will step away completely and like won't talk about it until I've had time to process it all, because I don't want to say something I don't mean or have something that I'm trying to say be misunderstood.
Right. Yeah.
So I will just completely step away and take my own time.
One thing that came up in a previous podcast, we were kind of talking about stuff like this, and she was saying like the same thing where she's like, if I get really mad at somebody before bed, I'll like just go to bed and like just sleep it off, and then I'll talk to them in the morning, like when I have a clear conscience or whatever. When I grew up, like in my family, my parents like were so adamant about like you can't go to bed mad, like you have to clear it up before you go to sleep, and then you're good to go the next day. Which one do you lean towards? Like, can you go to sleep mad and then wake up the next day and be like, okay, now I can talk to him?
I think when I was younger, I definitely had you need to solve everything right now. You can't go to sleep mad. Like,
Right.
You need to fix your problems. But as I think got older and learned more about myself, even though I won't get the best sleep because I'll probably be staying up thinking about it, 3 a.m.
So
what am I
mad.
doing? But I am definitely like the type of person to maybe go to bed angry but wake up with a lot more of a clearer mind,
Right.
and maybe understand a little bit more where the other person's coming from,
Okay.
instead of like being, well, they're wrong.
Yeah.
I can
Just
wake
like I
up and
have to be
like,
right.
Yeah,
Like, whatever
I can
they're
wake-
doing is bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
wake up and be like, okay, I kind of understand.
Right.
Yeah.
Out of the people that you've dated in the past, was there any like differences in the way that they'd responded in those situations? Like, were you like, oh, we need to resolve this tonight, and they were like, no, I got to sleep it off. I'll do it in the morning.
It was the opposite.
For you and your long term,
Yeah, it was the opposite.
what did he do? He was like, we need to do it right now, get it out of the way, like then we can
Yeah.
go to sleep. And you were kind of like, like Maybe we talk about it tomorrow when I'm clear-headed.
Yeah, or like I would sit there and like not say anything for a little bit because it's like that was a lot to process. Like, whoa. I'm like, first of all, I'm still in the first sentence that you said, and we're like 20 deep right now.
Right.
But yeah, I would just be like, you need to just give me like a second to figure out what I like want to say and what I even want to do right now.
Right.
With this.
And like guys are more like, no, like we just have to keep talking until we figure it out. Like let's just keep working at it. And I think sometimes girls are like I just gotta think for a second.
Yeah.
Like, give me a second to like make sure I know what's going on right now.
Yeah, and I think too, guys are like very quick with the switch.
Yeah,
like they'll be like so mad at you, and then the next second they're like, "No, you're my person. I love you. We're gonna work this out." And you're like, "What?
Like, what's happening right now? Are you mad? Like,
yeah,
are you mad?
Are we like?
Where are we at right now?
I'm just gonna go home.
Yeah, I need to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. I need a car ride.
Right. Is that a way that you used to like cool off? Like you'll take a car ride, play some, Ed Sheeran.
At home, yeah.
Really? In Oregon?
In Oregon.
Like
here in the middle of Phoenix,
like,
not necessarily.
Like, shape me
yeah,
up.
I'm like, I'm out of gas. I don't want to stop. I'm by myself.
Right. Probably not the greatest area to just like take a drive and like relax.
No,
So
it's not.
Have some crackhead on the corner like, can I get $1?
Yeah, knocking on your window.
You're like, I just went through a breakup.
You're like crying. He's like, do you have $1?
Yeah. Change. Yeah, he does need a change.
Yes.
That's funny. Speaking of exes, do you have any exes that partake in weird hobbies? I don't know, like Legos, Star Wars.
I would say like Star Wars.
Star Wars?
Yeah.
One of your last... Did he have like lightsabers?
No. And the weird thing is
You have a lightsaber? So
well,
you're
like
the weird
growing
one.
up, my brother and I mean, like I grew up watching Star Wars with my brother, but The Mandalorian I've watched by myself now, but like I don't really know the worlds and like
I don't either really.
Yeah.
I know the concept. I've seen all 6 movies for sure, like the original ones.
Yeah.
And then I think I've seen the new ones too, like all of them, I'm pretty sure. So
they all come out on my birthday.
Every time, like 25th of December?
Yeah, they always come out on Christmas. And so, like, at the end of the night, everyone's like, all right, I'm going to go watch the new Star Wars. And I'm like, cool.
Cool, sounds good. I'll just eat the cake by myself.
Go watch National Geographic with the dog.
Chill out with the pup. Have you ever been called out by a guy on your flaws and you were, and it was beneficial? Were you like, okay, I actually needed to hear that. Like, he was right. I need to change this about myself.
There was when things were ended, he wanted to meet up a few times and I was the one who ended it. So I was like, okay, like closure. I totally get you.
Closure for him.
Yeah.
Cause you knew what was up.
Yeah.
Cause you were already like,
I was already like,
this ain't it, chief.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, yeah, like I'll go. But I was already very much at peace with my decision. And I felt like I carried myself very like genuine to myself throughout it. And so, I just was like there to sit and listen. And he did say that, and I don't know if this was spoken out of anger or what, or like frustration at the end, but he said that I don't fight for people I love and that he hopes one day the person that is my person I fight for. It put a lot into perspective, I would say. Okay. I don't necessarily know if I think he was right.
Well, I think the difference is you already said it. Like, you don't think that you were ever in love with him.
No, I definitely was in love with him.
Okay. So there was like aspects of what he was saying that you were like, dang, maybe I should fight a little bit harder.
No. Okay. So it was more like I was in love with him. And then towards the end, I realized he wasn't like who I was going to marry.
Oh, I see. Know? So but he didn't know that. So he was probably looking at it like, you didn't like try to make it work, even though you were in love with me, but you were like, I wasn't like totally in love with you at the end.
I gave him a few notices.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you kind of like let him know, like,
yeah,
this might not be working.
Yeah, and so that's where I would say like I did feel like I fought for it, but I think I just kept coming to the end result of like, you're just not my husband.
Right.
And I feel like it'd be a waste of his time and a waste of mine to stay and fight for someone that isn't supposed to be mine in the end.
Right, exactly, because then you're just like fighting to be content.
Yeah.
Like, you're not even happy, you know?
Yeah. I felt like it wouldn't be fair to both of us.
Yeah, definitely. And I just don't think he realized it in the moment, too, probably, because it was like...
Yeah.
He was still in love with you, and it wasn't his decision to end it, so he was probably...
Yeah.
He was like, come on.
I remember sitting there and being like, oh, that one hurt, because I felt like I did fight, but, like, fair enough.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
You can always take take it with a grain of salt kind of thing.
That's literally my motto. I say that
Take it with a
every
grain of
time.
salt.
Take everything with a grain of salt.
I was in an interview today, and this guy's like, "You got to just take it with a grain of rice," and I was like, "That's
Salt.
not the phrase."
Salt in a mojito.
Salt in a mojito. Take it with a grain of salt, and also a mojito.
No.
And I was just like, delete.
That's so funny. I've caught a ghost on camera while filming a makeup video before.
No.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that?
We can.
Okay, let's talk about that. Have you ever caught a ghost on camera when you're doing a makeup tutorial video?
What a weird question. I have.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, it was so weird. I was filming a Halloween makeup video.
Yeah.
And I had to put this.
It was on
prosthetic
Halloween?
cut. Yeah. Actually, yeah.
That is actually crazy.
Now that I think about it, I had to like
that's weird.
put this fake cut, and so I was like doing it, and I remember seeing, like, I saw it in real life, like something kind of like fall from the sky really fast.
You were in a room.
I was in my bedroom, and you can see like a little white thing in the corner of the video, and you see my face like be like, what just happened, and like freaking out. And I think it was an angel, because when I was younger, I saw a real angel.
Tell me about that.
Okay, when I was too young to even know what angels were.
Okay.
And I was in my bathroom, and I had just gone to the bathroom, little Alyssa, and I was washing my hands, and this angel came down from the sky, and she was like gorgeous. Like, it was
She
like,
talked to you?
no, she didn't talk to me. I had a birthmark ever since I was born in the middle of my forehead. She came down. She was like, it was like super bright white, and she had like bright orange hair.
Right.
And she kissed me on the forehead, and then just like went back up.
Like an angel's kiss.
Yeah,
right?
kind of.
Like,
Exactly.
isn't that what they call birthmarks?
Yeah, like right here. And I went downstairs to my mom, and she remembers this because my mom isn't religious.
Okay.
And so she remembers me coming downstairs and be like, Mom, an angel just kissed me on the forehead. And she was like,
That's great, sweetie.
what? Yeah, it was one of those moments of like, what? And then ever since then, like, I don't know, I've just been always like really close with my angels.
Interesting. So you're kind of spiritual.
Yeah, I'm very spiritual.
Okay.
I wouldn't necessarily like say I'm stuck with a specific religion, but I'm very spiritual.
Okay. And that just stems from like having encounters with
Yeah.
ghosts and angels, but you think it was an angel now? Like, you don't think it was
The
a ghost?
one on Halloween?
The makeup one, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think that was definitely an angel.
Not wishful thinking though. You're like, that had to have been an angel, right? Like, hopefully that was an angel. Oh my God, so pretty. It's like,
And the thing is, I do think I'm haunted here at GCU.
really?
Yeah.
You
which
brought
is
that energy over
weird.
to my house? What?
Yeah, actually. Come on in, guys. You can stay here.
There's just like a bunch of dudes like behind you, like,
They're
what's
like,
up?
what's
Like,
up, bro?
wings out and everything. That is so funny.
We're like, how do we transition from
I'm saying,
this?
so like, have you ever been stalked? That makes no sense.
Actually, I do have some questions for you.
Oh, you have some questions for me? Okay, perfect. Let's get into it.
Okay.
What do you want to know about guys?
Okay, from a guy's perspective, do you think that you can be friends with a girl?
Just friends.
Yes, because
Yes.
every cool guy I meet.
Sorry.
Should we rerun that?
I think it's perfect. I'm going to leave all this
Okay,
in, to be honest.
perfect.
Yeah.
So every cool guy that I meet, I'm having my own gym moment from the office.
You're like, what's up, guys?
All right, down to business.
We just cut off that
Can
camera.
guys be friends with girls?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Guys can be friends with girls. I
With
think
genuine intentions all the way around.
yes, because I'm friends with girls that I have no sexual attraction to.
Okay, that's good.
I think things have to be. God damn it! All right, I'm just gonna go for it.
Go for it.
I think, like you said, intentions have to be like clear from the jump,
Yeah.
and I think sometimes it can get jumbled,
Mm-hmm.
but that doesn't mean that like you can't go back to being friends.
Oh, so you think once you've crossed that line, you can't go back?
Sometimes I think it depends on the way that things like happen after whatever the moment was.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think maybe you can go back to being friends. Sometimes you can't,
Yeah.
but it just depends on situation to situation.
Yeah.
But I think guys are much more wired as like when they are trying to connect with a girl in a certain way, it means that they like want a relationship more than like just friends. Like you can be friends with girls, but that's more of like a natural process of like
Yeah.
hang out in the same friend groups and you guys kind of just know each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of like leads to, oh yeah, like she's my friend. Like
Yeah.
we've just known each other since early college or whatever.
Do you think that sometimes it's better if you like really, really like enjoy hanging out with someone and you think they're really cool?
Sometimes you're just like, let's just maintain friendship.
Yeah, to leave it at friendship because you'd rather have them in your life for longer as a friend than to risk it in a relationship.
Yeah, sometimes. Not always.
Not always. Sometimes it's worth the risk.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. I've been wondering this lately because I feel like guys don't deal with this as much as girls do.
Okay.
And I was just talking to a girl the other day and she was like, oh, like I was being followed like outside of the gas station when I got out and I had to like sit in my car for a while because he was being weird. How often do you think girls get stalked by guys? Like intentionally?
Often. I would say
Often.
often. There's different cases. Like I'd say like there's the cases of being at the gas station and it's someone just like you catch someone's eye and they think it's appropriate to do that.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go follow her around the store.
You're like friend zone.
Yeah, you're done.
You're done.
You have $1?
Change. Like, I don't like you like that.
We don't even have anything in common.
You have brown eyes.
Yeah, there's cases like that. I've had a case where he stuck around longer than I wanted.
You've been stalked? Like, you know that you've been stalked?
Yeah, it was like a light case of stalking, I'd say.
Interesting.
Like, people were aware, and when he came around, they would text me and be like,
yo,
hide out in your room today. He's around.
Is this on GCU campus?
Yeah.
Some guy was stalking you on GCU campus?
Yeah, like, we were friends, and then it kind of got like pushed further than I wanted it to, so I had to cut it off. But he would we ended up in the same storage locker. That might be too much detail.
Is it? Because then he knows
directly I'm talking about him.
He probably knows you're talking about him right now, doesn't he?
Okay, true. Anyway, so
okay, so we're at a storage unit.
So at the storage unit.
Do you care? I mean, I can't imagine he watches Birdwatching Podcast. We only have like 64 subscribers.
True.
And most of them are dads.
All of them are him.
Yeah, he's like making sure, like, is Alyssa going to come on this podcast? So storage unit.
Okay, yeah. So we ended up in the same storage unit because of this whole thing happened. It was super last minute. And
what happened? Like, how did you get to that point? And you guys were friends at this point?
We were friends.
Okay.
Through mutuals and stuff. And my ex and I were supposed to be in a storage unit, but that one filled up. And I was still on super good terms with everyone, but it genuinely did fill up. And I had a ton of stuff because I had couches and pretty much the whole living room and my bedroom to put away.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that you put all your stuff from GCU into storage units, and he was in the friend group that was putting this, like, their stuff in the storage units too.
He was the one that offered to help me and put everything in theirs, like a group of other people.
Okay.
And so
tracking.
Yeah, and so then through that whole summer, and then I cut things off because I was like, this is not where what I wanted to.
You cut him off as a friend though.
Yeah.
You guys were just homies.
He was trying to push it to more, and I kept having to be like, no. And then he like took some stuff from the storage locker and like my stuff.
He took your stuff?
Yeah, my longboard and my vacuum.
And he was like, oh, I think I might have some of your stuff.
No, I like texted him and I was like, where's my stuff? Like the vacuum I could care less about. The longboard, I wanted my longboard.
It's mint.
Yeah.
Right, type shit.
Yeah, and so he wouldn't give it back. And
he wouldn't give your stuff back?
No, he like wanted to see me. And he kept texting me being like, I'm helping you move into your apartment. And I was like, no, my parents are going to help me move in.
Right.
And just like wouldn't take no for an answer. I read this book, actually, all girls, I'm literally promoting this right now. All girls read The Gift of Fear by Gavin DeBecker. It will change your entire perspective on like life.
Do you want to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, so I was like freaked out, obviously. Like it does something to you when you like feel like you can't even feel safe necessarily in where you're supposed to be living.
Well, that sucks. Like just the fact that your friends are like, yo, stay in your room today.
Yeah.
Like, I have plans.
I have class.
Yeah,
I actually go here.
Right.
I pay to be here.
Yeah, for real. I never had to deal with that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not cute enough though.
Yeah. One day.
Yeah, hopefully. Somebody
luck.
stalk me.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway, so did you ever get your longboard back?
I did. My roommate and her sister went to pick it up for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So things are good with this guy now?
I think things are done now. He got the hint, I think.
Yeah,
sure.
I would say so.
Yeah. I like blocked him on everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There was a few other stuff that happened, obviously, that like led up. That was kind of scary and just like way too much. Mm-hmm. But yeah, in the grand scheme of things, I think showing up at where I live was much for me.
Yeah, that's a little too much.
Yeah.
That's a little obsessive.
Yeah.
Kind of like, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't show up to anybody's place unless I was like definitely invited, especially if it's
That's a
opposite
good
sex.
start.
You know what I mean? Like
That's
opposite
good
sex, especially like they just walk out and they're like, whoa, what are you doing here? You're like,
Yeah.
I just thought I'd drop by. Like, that's so
Yeah.
weird.
No, it is. And it's like, even if, like, because I think at the beginning I wanted to believe, like, okay, he's here to see people that he knows, like, it's not about me.
You just gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I wanted to do that, but people could be like, no, this is really weird,
Yeah.
Alyssa. Like, this is scary.
He has a knife.
Yeah.
Cut that
He's
out,
coming up to
actually.
the room.
Yeah.
Oh, and then all
He's in the
this
elevator.
ghost stuff started happening in my room, where my bedroom door would close and lock by itself and open, and things would come off and things would move. And
It's gotta be angels. It's gotta be
It's
angels.
angels.
It's gotta
I
be.
was like sleeping one night, and I genuinely thought someone was under my bed. I thought he was under my bed.
Oh my god.
And I was like calling my roommates, and they had to come in.
Me.
I know.
And they had to come in and check under your bed?
My roommates, we came and checked our entire apartment. What, even because we were like, okay, is this a ghost, or is like there's somebody actually here? Like, not even necessarily him, but like anyone.
You're like, please be a ghost.
I was like, oh my gosh. Music would start playing on my speakers, and I'm like, why are you playing Levitating at 4 a.m.?
Shut up. For real?
Yeah.
You're being serious?
So serious. My speaker would turn on randomly and would play music.
You are actually haunted, I think. You might actually be haunted.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Isn't that so scary?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Cool. All right.
Nothing I
So
can
time
do
for Cutie
about
Cringe. Just like pass over it. That is crazy though. I've never talked to anybody who was like genuinely like, no, I'm pretty sure like I see like spiritual warfare kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've never thankfully I've never seen anything more than maybe like a quick little something out of the corner of my eye. But like the thing where like sheets ripping off you, like that's like a fear.
Yeah.
And
I
you're
just
like
watched a
so
movie
scared.
like that. It was
Yeah.
scary. Yeah.
I was like asleep one night, and my roommate and I used to watch shows and like go to like fall asleep, and we were sitting in my room and she was sitting up, and she had gone to bed, but I didn't even know she left. I fell asleep, and I felt like the sheet kind of like slowly pulling off me, and I thought it was her.
Yeah.
And I like woke up, and I was like, what? And then she wasn't there. There was no one in my room, and I was like,
Just give me the heebie-jeebies.
I was like,
I'm not good with scary stuff.
I'm like turning on a show. I'm like, I guess I'm not sleeping tonight.
Yeah, right.
Like,
yeah.
I need
The
to
speaker
stay
starts
awake.
playing.
Speaker starts playing.
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye, let's
yeah.
get it on. I'm like, oh no.
Why can't ghosts be like funny or like entertaining, you know? Like,
I think mine are funny.
really? You're like cool with them like sticking around? They're like just dancing in the closet or something? What's going on?
I think this is going to sound, I'm so used to this. Like at this point, it's never done anything bad. I also genuinely feel like I'm protected.
Okay.
So I feel like I'm okay. Like my angels got me.
You just can see more than other people maybe.
Maybe.
Or like you experience more.
Yeah. I'm not, and I think too, I like am someone who knows like typically right away from meeting people, and like I have good intuition pretty much is what I'm saying. And I've never like gotten like a super like I need to get out of here feeling.
Oh, okay.
It's been like very chill.
Just kind of like something's off a little bit.
Like I think there's something here, but nothing that I need to like
be concerned about.
call Ed and Lorraine Warren and be like,
Oh,
you need an
yeah.
exorcism. Let's
Right,
go.
right,
Like,
right. Okay.
nothing like that. It's been very
mild.
We've all just been hanging out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right. You guys are like playing Uno.
Yeah,
Your
they're
roommates
like-
walk in.
It's like pregame night. They're like, turn it up from the corner.
Like play levitate.
They're like pouring tequila shots for themselves.
That is so funny. Ghosts like to turn up. If you didn't know that, now you do.
Yeah, just play levitating and they'll be happy.
Right.
Stop.
Shot. They're just like these floating cups, and the liquid just disappears.
Just in the corner, everybody.
And like people walk in, it's just like just you.
Me and the ghost partying. Get out.
Get out. We're having fun. All right. It is time for everybody's favorite game. It's called Cute or Cringe. This is how it works. So I'm going to read off some prompts to you. And then you have to tell me either cute, you like it, or cringe, you don't like it. Easy peasy?
Yeah.
Cool beans. All right, your first one, the Oregon Ducks. Cute or cringe?
Cute.
Cute. Tell me about it.
My brother's a duck.
Does he play football there? Or does he
No.
just go to school there?
He just goes to school there, but he like works. He's a basketball coach there now.
Cool.
Yeah, so-
For the boys team?
Yeah.
The varsity boys team? Like the...
I don't think the varsity boys.
really?
No, he's starting out right now.
It's like,
still,
it's
so-
like an intramural coaching position.
No, I think it's like their club team maybe.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
I don't know the exact team, but yeah, it's definitely a good like first gig to
For
getting
sure.
in
Yeah.
to doing that.
And Oregon Ducks, I mean, they have great basketball. So, like,
Yeah.
even if you're on a club team, you're probably a pretty solid basketball player.
Yeah. Yeah. He's coaching one of my like best friends
Yeah.
on the team.
Cool.
A lot of my good friends go to U of O, not really Oregon State. So definitely
Really?
a Duck. I used to be a diehard Beaver growing up too.
Really?
Because my brother was a Duck, and I was like, we can't both be the same.
Right. Yeah, no way.
There has to be some civil war in the house.
Yeah, not a chance. We're not going to get along.
Yeah.
The only OSU athlete that I know of is Ricky Fowler. Do you know who that is?
Mm-mm.
He's like top 10 on the PGA Tour probably. He's like a golfer.
Oh, golf.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you were talking football.
You want to see a picture of him? He's actually an
Yeah.
absolute smoke show.
Really?
I'm
Let's
not even
look.
kidding. I have a huge crush on him.
What's your type in men?
What's your type? I like eyes. This is when he was younger, but this is when I was crushing on him. Just kidding. But he is a absolute stud.
Not my type at all.
Really?
Yeah, not at all.
You have a weird type. You like guys who like Star Wars. Timestamp.
Timestamp.
Yeah, he's a good-looking cat.
He's attractive, but
not your type.
But
What is your type? Should we talk about your type a little bit?
yeah,
What is your type?
attractive people. No,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
kidding. I always end up dating blonde, blue eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
You sound
know
like
why.
Hitler.
Cut that out.
You're like, I like guys who are like, I don't know, like of Aryan race.
I just end up dating. I end up dating blonde
Blonde hair,
eyes.
blue eyes.
But recently, I have been seeing a lot of like brown hair guys that are really attractive.
Brunettes.
Yeah,
Yeah. I get it.
but
I
I
mean,
always end up.
Come
I
on.
always end up with blondes. I don't know why.
Yeah, no. In high school, I navigated towards blondes like a lot.
Mhm.
Like I pretty much only date blondes. And then it kind of just changed. Like once I got to college, I was like, I didn't really have a type, I feel like. I bounced around a lot.
I only
Not in
dated
that way. I'm not a slut. I just like I don't know, perception of girls changed a little bit.
Yeah, I only dated one guy with brown hair, and I went home at 8 p.m.
Not a good date, huh?
No, I came home and my mom was like, "That must have been really bad."
She was expecting you to like,
Come home at like midnight or something.
Right.
And
Oh,
I came
yeah.
home and I was like, "Hey," and she was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And she was like, "All right,
nice.
he's
Poor
done."
guy. Poor guy.
Poor guy.
You're done. All right, here's your next one. Cute or cringe? Golden retrievers.
So cute.
So cute.
I want to
love.
have so many when I'm older.
Literally love.
I would get one right now.
Oh, really? Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Could you see yourself being like whatever, married, kids, 4 golden retrievers?
Yeah.
That's not too much?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
same
I
here.
think it has to balance out with the kids.
Yeah. So like 7 kids, 4 golden retrievers, 3 rats, maybe a boa constrictor or something.
I was thinking more like 10 kids, 15 goldens, maybe 2 elephants.
For real, for real.
Yes.
You lost me at the elephants, honestly. Like
Yeah,
10 kids make sense, you know.
The elephants were the line.
You're like,
yeah.
that
That's
doesn't
too
make
much.
sense. This is a terrible climate for elephants.
No, I think I'd want to have like 4 kids.
4 kids?
I want a big family. I'm a
Okay.
huge family person.
So you want like, do you care if it's like boys, girls, like 2 and 2, or it doesn't matter?
I think at the end of the day, I don't care, but I would definitely like to have a boy first and then a girl.
Yeah, like older brother.
Yeah, older
protector,
brother.
guardian
Mhm.
kind of thing.
My brother definitely came in handy. So.
Oh yeah, duh. Because like you kind of grew up in that situation, so you understand
Yeah.
like, oh, it's very nice having a guy who like looks out for me.
Yeah.
A little bit older.
Yeah, and they're direct too. Like I can always go up and be like, "I'm talking to this guy. I don't know what this means," and he'll be like, "Literally, stop talking to him."
Yeah, he's trying to smash.
It's like, yeah, it could be anything though. Like I could be like, he asked me on a date and brought me flowers, and he just wants you for your body.
So like anything,
Dude,
he
just like,
always
stop talking to
He
him.
always
And
gives
I'm
you the
like,
same answer. He's
okay,
like, he's a
yeah.
creep. You don't need him.
Yeah, and then like I swear I could be going to walk down the aisle. I'm like, he proposed, and
Yeah,
it's just like,
yeah,
drop him, dude.
Yeah, that suit looks terrible. Drop him. Stop talking to him. All right, here's your next one.
Portions of this program have been modified from the manner in which it was showcased in its original theatrical release. Sorry.
Honestly, I try to
Stay out of the media.
off Twitter.
Right.
Like I kind of changed who I was following because it got to a really dark place, and it was hard to watch so much
yeah, definitely.
horrible things happening.
I think a lot of stuff that has happened in the last couple of years has been extremely influenced by the media.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it comes from people following celebrities that they like, not knowing that like during either an election or something like very controversial, that people are going to have opinions. And then a lot of people piggyback on like these big, figures opinions too.
Yeah, I tried to like get facts, but it was really hard to find real facts and not like fake news about stuff.
No, definitely.
It's really hard to, especially when things blow up so fast from the media.
Right.
And like all these statements are being made super quick. You're kind of sitting there like, okay, wait, I need to like even like find out the full story of what happened.
Right. And it's kind of scary when you can't even find like the real information. It's just like USA Today or it's like Fox News and everybody has their opinion, but you're like, they're completely opposite. Which one's right? Which one's correct?
Yeah. What's going on?
It's tough.
Yeah.
News is a little skewed right now. And I think it's because the internet has been expanding so much that like we have so much information. It's hard to like nail down like this is fact, this is fiction.
Yeah. It's really hard. And I had to like, I saw this one video of like this old man getting pushed and like he started bleeding out of his ears because he fell back and couldn't catch himself.
Shoot.
And like I like needed to take a break like that. I don't know why that I was like crying. It like took a lot out of me.
I got you.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I like need to take, that was a lot of like violence for me.
Right.
Especially like an old person, they can't really defend themselves.
True. Elderly abuse is pretty tough.
Yeah.
Do you know who Billy Currington is?
Country singer.
Yes. I just found out like pretty recently within the last couple months that he stopped making music essentially because he got charged for elderly abuse. Yeah. The guy's like, thank God for good directions. You know that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has so many songs.
I know. He's amazing.
Doesn't he have like Don't It or Don't Ya or something? Don't It. I swear it's Don't It. I'm picturing his little blue album cover.
Yeah. That's the one where he's like chilling with a white shirt.
Yeah.
He's all hot, curly hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's probably the same album. He got busted for elderly abuse, and I don't really. Like his grandparents or just random? No, I think it was a random guy at like a bar or something.
Oh, he got in like a bar fight with an elder?
Probably. Or like pushed a guy over or something like that. I didn't get the whole information, but I was like, dang, I love him.
That's so sad.
Yeah,
you like country?
Yeah.
I love country.
I do too. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Country's really good.
Yeah, it's bussin'. Do you have a favorite country artist?
Ooh. We're getting down to the real juicy stuff.
Deep.
I would have to say I do love Luke Combs a lot.
Yeah, same.
Luke Combs is really good.
Yeah.
Dan and Shay's really good.
Yeah.
I think it hits more for girls than guys.
I was gonna say it feels a little radio-y for me.
They're more pop country,
right,
for sure.
For sure.
Obviously Thomas Rhett. Love him. I need to look at my bottom.
I actually love Thomas Rhett. He has like the best
good.
like this song's for my wife, but it applies to everybody else type music. Like good. He's so good.
I had tickets to his concert and didn't even know I did.
You didn't know?
I didn't know I did. And then I went to the Seattle Seahawks game, and on the drive home, I was like,
how did you get them?
Wait, they were like festival tickets.
Oh.
But I didn't know it was like started that day. So I did get to see Zach Brown Band.
Clutch.
Kip Moore.
Okay.
And yeah,
I love Zach Brown Band.
They're
Chicken
so
Fried,
good.
Classic.
Chicken Fried was insane.
Insane.
It was so good because they brought out like an actual like vet during the like that part in the song.
Really?
And
I thought you were gonna say like Colonel Sanders or something.
No, the Kentucky or KFC
chicken
guy.
Fried? Yeah, fried chicken.
No, they they brought someone out and it was a girl too, and like everyone went crazy. It was really powerful, honestly.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then have you heard of Matt Schuster?
No.
Schuster, SC.
What's his big song?
Probably From the Start.
Maybe.
He's new.
If I heard it, maybe.
He's new. And
somebody I've been listening to a ton lately. Do you know who Tyler Childers is?
Oh, that sounds really familiar.
He's like the song, oh man, it's like, shoot, I can't think of it now. It's like Little Feathered Indians or something like that, but that sounds bad.
No, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, screw that. Yeah, he sucks.
No, but you should listen to Matt Schuster. I have a feeling he's going to be the next like big thing in country.
What's it? Let's write it down. Matt Schuster. Like how you'd think it is, like Schuster.
SCHUSTER.
SCHUSTER. Cool. All right, I got it. I'll check it out after the episode.
Yeah, he's really good.
All right, here's your next one. Cute or cringe? The meta universe. What do you think about that? Do you know what that is?
That's like Marvel, right?
No, that's the Marvel universe. Meta universe is Facebook. They're creating like the I like trying to keep going.
Cut the cameras.
All right, that wraps up our episode. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
No, Meta Universe is like Facebook. It's like
like social media universe.
Yep,
Okay,
yeah. So like
okay.
Mark Zuckerberg's creating that virtual universe.
I am like behind.
Yeah. What the heck?
I've been living it up with the girls apparently.
Yeah, or the ghosts.
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah, the
They're
ghosts.
Like, metaverse. We don't know that either.
I'm like, what? I know about portals. And like, what are you talking about?
Seances, like Ouija boards.
Oh my god, I would never do a Ouija board.
No way. I'm so scared of those.
Mm-mm.
We stayed at an Airbnb one time. I'm getting off topic, but whatever. We stayed at an Airbnb one time, and somebody was like in the comments on the Airbnb website. They were like, "House is great. Kept it super nice, tidy, whatever. But there is a Ouija board, so like if you don't like that, like whatever." And I was like, "Dang, I don't know if I want to stay here."
No.
But we were fine. We stayed there.
I could never. My brother did a Ouija board once at our house.
Yeah.
It was like on vacation, and we were all sleeping in these bunk beds, and I wouldn't play. I was like,
Right,
no,
no.
I'm not playing.
I wouldn't even be in the same room.
Oh my
It
god.
would scare the crap out of me.
No, right? But I had to sleep in the same room as them,
Oof.
and it was bunk beds, and so I was on this top one. My brother was below me, and his
Right.
friend was on this one, and there was no one up here.
Oh yeah.
So he was. I said no one up here, and you were like, "Oh no!"
It's like ghosts. I don't know. I'm super on ghosts right now.
I could talk about ghosts forever. This is
That's
like
okay.
a 5-hour long podcast.
Yeah, right.
He like is sitting here, and I was like kind of scared to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden he sits up.
Yeah.
His friend sits up, and starts rocking back and forth, going, "Connect the dots, connect the dots."
No,
And
no, he
I'm
didn't.
literally like,
Was your brother awake?
no.
And it was just you watching this kid.
I was
going,
just watching him going, "Connect the dots, connect the dots, connect the dots," rocking back and forth.
Yeah.
And I like you shock and fear, and you like kind of shut down. You're like, I don't know what to do.
Right.
And then
I'll throw something at him.
yeah, I was like, I literally am not even gonna say anything. Like, I don't want whatever is inside of him or whatever's going on to like know that I'm there.
Right. I think. Yeah. Oof.
And so he eventually stands up out of the bed, looks directly up at me, and I'm like shitting myself. I'm like, oh my god. And then he turns and walks into like, you know how every house has that like one creepy room in the house that like
Yeah.
it's like that extra room.
Yeah. Yeah.
He like went and walked in there and closed the door and just sat in there in the dark.
No.
And I was like sitting there and processing. I'm like, okay, do I run downstairs to my parents' bed?
Yeah.
What if I like am mid crawl down and he starts like attacking me?
Right.
What if I'm running down the stairs and he starts chasing me? Like, I don't
Right.
know.
Shoot.
And he didn't come out. And so I was like,
Why didn't you just like wake up your brother? You're like,
no,
dude.
I tried. I was like, match.
Yeah.
He never wakes up.
Really?
No. He probably heard me and didn't care.
The duck's lost. He's like, what? Huh?
He's like, just dump him.
Yeah. Just stop talking to him. He just wants to smash.
So I crawled down and ran out of the room.
Oh
And
my gosh.
the next morning I told him about it. And to this day, he swears that never happened. But like, how can you forget something like that?
Right. You're not going to.
And
Connect
it wasn't
dots,
like a
connect dots.
dream because I woke up in a different room than I
Right.
was in. So obviously I ran somewhere else.
That
but
is so scary.
yeah, it was freaky.
That's like terrifying.
No, I know.
All right,
more
here's
I
your next
think
question.
about this, yeah, the more I think about this, I'm like, am I haunted?
I feel like you might be a little bit.
Hmm.
This house has good energy though, so you're chilling.
Yeah.
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 Hell yeah. All right, here's your next one. Shoot, I gotta plug in my computer.
Oh, the metaverse?
no.
Cute.
Oh yeah, cute. Okay, yeah.
Cute.
So do you kind of know about that a little bit?
No, I didn't know anything about it. I'm just assuming you mean like a social media universe.
Yeah, it's like virtual reality kind of,
Oh.
but it's created by Facebook.
Oh, this is like a real thing?
Yeah.
Like
It's
a
in-
specific
It's
thing?
in the works right now. So like if you open up Instagram, it'll say like Meta at the bottom. Have you noticed that?
No.
Okay, so
Am
Instagram.
I really out of the
I think
like
so.
the realm this much?
Instagram's owned by Facebook, and Facebook is now Meta. Like that's the new name for Facebook.
Okay.
So they're making the metaverse. Metaverse? Is that right? Metaverse? Yeah. And they're like connecting it to Instagram, connecting it to everything. So it's like starting to get more prominent. And Mark Zuckerberg already showed that like you can interact with people, play games with people in this like virtual reality world. It's pretty crazy. It's a little scary, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely the start of a new. But honestly, like I'm going to say cute
Okay.
because I think if we have the ability to create something that cool and the technology to create something that cool, I think that would also mean we have the ability to create something that can be really helpful to people.
True. Yeah, true. There's definitely pros to it.
Yeah, like if we can understand the technology to create something like that, we can understand technology to create something that could help people in hospitals and stuff like that.
True.
So I don't think there's
Well,
anything wrong with exploring.
Yeah, true. Is there a certain point where it gets too far though?
Yeah, I think there
Okay.
definitely is.
Like
but
artificial intelligence, is that the line, or like
like
what's,
robots?
more like robots that can interact with like environments around them and like adjust. Like you're creating artificial life, like something that can continue like gain knowledge as it goes.
Like something you would see in Black Mirror.
Like something. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally.
I think this could be an episode on Black Mirror.
Yeah, low-key.
If it goes bad, yeah, I think it definitely could be an episode on Black Mirror. But
for sure.
it
sounds like an episode on Black Mirror, honestly.
I want to see the positive in it. I'm going to choose to do that.
Right, yeah.
And hope that it will help advance our technology.
I agree.
I agree.
I think I want to see it as like positive, like kind of thing, like it could help us or like it could be beneficial to some people or it could be fun, but obviously on the back end of it there's going to be negative repercussions to it.
Yeah.
There just always is.
Yeah. We have to be smart with what we have
gotta be
access to.
Right, exactly. All right, here's your next one. Cute or cringe makeup tutorials.
Cute.
Cute.
Of course I'm going to say cute.
Right, yeah, we talked about that earlier, but I had it written down from before, so I figured I'd ask again.
I'd say filming it cringe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You don't like filming yourself?
No, I actually, at first, before I got comfortable, now I can like film on anything and be really comfortable in front of the camera.
Okay.
It took practice though, but there's definitely times where you film and you say stuff and you're like, what was that?
Yeah, it was cringy.
Yeah, Alyssa edit that out.
Yeah. Did you say that like to the camera? You're like, okay, we got to cut that part.
Yeah, sometimes I'll make like little notes to myself.
Yeah, smart.
Cut that out.
Right, cut it out.
Correct that. I say things wrong a lot too.
Because you're dyslexic.
Because I'm dyslexic.
Yeah, right. All right, and your final one. Hot air balloons, cute or cringe?
Cute. I've been in a hot air balloon.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
There was it was like Halloween spectacular hot air balloon festival.
You and your ghost went to ride
me and all my ghosts.
You're like, guys, come on, we're going to Utah.
Yeah, it was really fun. I went by myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the main ghost, he actually ran the whole
he was doing
fire thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And since like they're already like dead, like
right.
Yeah.
It's like
we went like literally to Mars.
So
and back.
high.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you didn't die.
No.
That's awesome. I'm so happy you're here.
It's an honor to be here. I came actually from Saturn. That was the hot air balloon's outside.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that's how I'm getting home.
Would that be funny as if I actually like walked you out like, see you guys, and you're like, all right, see ya.
Everybody's pumping the hot air balloon.
Right. That is too funny. I think hot air balloons are super cool. I got a buddy from New Mexico, and he would always talk about like the festival or whatever that was going on.
Big one. I want to go.
Yeah, so do I. I think it'd be super fun.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think they're cute. But
Yeah,
you have
same.
to make sure you go with someone who like actually knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
'cause, like,
I would not get in one where they're like, yeah, no, first time, yeah.
No, my first time was tethered.
Oh, so like you couldn't get away.
You went really high, but you couldn't like you weren't like floating across the land. And I think it was a good way to like have it be your first time. To,
right?
Like,
why
see.
not? Yeah, because like, I mean, you're like roped to the ground, right, or something like that. Or?
Yeah, you're like tethered to the floor, and it'll go up. However, and it actually goes like really high. Like you can see everything.
Right. I've never been, but like, is it? It's got to be pretty cool. Like it's just like standing on a super tall mountain kind of thing, right? Or is it even crazier than that?
It's weird. It's like this really weird like phenomenon of like you're in a basket, like a wood basket, and like floating with like a tarp above you, and
Right.
it's super loud.
Oh, really?
It's really loud. The fire thing is super loud.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I kind of always assumed it was like kind of like peaceful and like
No.
good date night, like cheese and charcuterie board or whatever. Like,
No, it's really loud, but it's super cool. And there's like moments where it's quiet.
okay, so worth trying out at least once.
So you have like 30 seconds to your charcuterie board.
yeah. So fun. All right, well, that's my last cute or cringe for you. So that pretty much wraps up the episode. Alyssa, thanks so much for coming by. I had a blast today.
Thank you for having me. That was super fun.
Of course. Guys, thanks so much for watching Birdwatching. We will catch you next Monday. Peace.
Peace.
Awesome. Good work.
About the South.
Left that door open again. I did that last episode
And I
too.
guess
Oh,
I'm
did
doing
it-
pretty well.